Oh yeah, Blackson in the hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent one here today. I'm about to send out the battle cry. What's up, Kelly? It's on and popping. We're all gonna see Black Sun in rare mode today. It's not really in rare mode, or it is just common. Oh, good morning, Josh. Good morning, Twin. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Deacon. So I'm not here to bash Colorado. I'm here to rally up Colorado. Now, I had to kind of, shout out to Che, shout out to goddamn Lady Che. They're both in Colorado. I had to kind of step back because, we had breaking news last night. We had breaking news. The link is there for anybody. I know it's early for anybody to jump on. Anybody can jump on because there's a rally cry this morning. And like Kelly has said, one of her relatives said, "Can we just use the Constitution to take away our rights?" Since when? And I'm gonna give a shout out to not me Vivek Swami, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Chris Christie. Chris Christie actually stepped up. Ron DeSantis hasn't stepped up, and neither has Nikki Haley because they're part of the Uniparty. Okay. We brothers and sisters, because and shout out to hold on. Let me say this. Shout out to Deacon. Shout out to you. I feel your frustration, but here's what we must do right now. We must protect the voting rights of our brothers and sisters in Colorado because their rights are being violated. I was going to come on here and say, you know what? For Colorado, Colorado's insignificant to the presidency. Of course, Republicans don't win Colorado. But I said, no. Wait, no. This is a divide and conquer. Y'all want us to flip Colorado too? Bet. Let's flip Colorado, people. Let's do this. Colorado, people. Don't let the judges decide who you should vote for. You're grown. You vote for who you want to vote for. In fact, because I know there's a lot of people, I was going to get on here and rank on Colorado, how they smoke weed and this and that. No, I'm not going to do that to y'all, Colorado. Colorado, listen to my voice. They are violating, they're suppressing your right to vote, your right to choose. We should decide, if we want Trump on there or not. First, they're trying with the whole, it's over for Trump. It's over. Mark my word. It's over for Trump when he got indicted. When he got the mug shot, it just shot up. What do you think this is going to do in the poll numbers? In fact, what do you think this is going to do in Colorado? In fact, I'm going to tell you what this is going to do in Colorado. People, listen to my voice. Put down the blunts and weed in Colorado. Boycott the dispensaries. Do what you got to do. I know y'all love the weed, but your voting rights are being violated. Lady Che, if you hear my voice, come on the show. You're more than welcome because I know last night I had to just kind of step back. I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? They're violating the rights of the voters in Colorado. And this is very dangerous. This is a French Revolution level type of danger. It's that serious. It's that serious, y'all. Let me say this. People in Colorado, please do this for your own sake. This is for y'all's sake. Yeah, shout out. That's right. Che and his girl out there in Colorado. Yes, they are, Kelly. They are. So people in Colorado, please do this. And I'm going to start with people who I know. I know Lady Che and I know Che and Lady Che. Lady Che, listen to me very clearly. Listen to me. I know y'all don't get y'all so Black Power don't get caught in politics. You guys have to trust me on this one. People of Colorado, but I got to start in my own backyard because they are part of the arena. So I consider Che and Lady Che my backyard. You have to fight for Trump. Let me say it again. Che is celebrating. Che is celebrating his own defeat, Deacon. When Trump says they're not coming after me, they're coming after you. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you. This is what Trump says. They are suppressing Che's vote. Like they're taking away your right, Che. So why would Che be celebrating when they're taking away his rights? They're not taking away Trump's right. They're not taking away our right, because every other state besides Colorado, Trump is going, in fact, let me say this. Trump is actually going to be on the ballot in Colorado because they're going to overturn that shit. But let's just say y'all need to make noise now in Colorado. Trump's going to be on the ballot in Georgia. Trump's going to be on the ballot in every swing state. Trump's going to be in the ballot where they tried to get him off the ballot and the lower courts ruled that it's a no-go. Colorado is the only one doing the Colorado Supreme Court is the only one doing that dumb shit. They're the only ones doing that dumb shit. Josh says, if we can do it to one side, they can do it to the other just as easy. Remember that. Right. And that's what we're not going to allow. And that's why we got to stop it in Colorado. That's why I'm trying to, Josh, you can come up, Josh, if it's not too early. I mean, I know it's early at your house and everything. I don't know. You can come up. It's early at my house, but everybody's up here. So, I'm not waking nobody up. So everybody is up here where I'm at. So, yeah, because it was on my mind. And so, yeah, Colorado, the voters of Colorado's rights are being violated. So what I'm saying is that, yeah, Colorado, you got to speak up. Colorado, you got to stand up for yourselves. Even if you don't like Trump, even if you don't want to vote for Trump, you got to make a statement. You got to make a statement and you got to make it known. You can't don't let the courts decide all this. People of Colorado, men and women, people in Colorado, men up, women up. Y'all man up and woman up in Colorado right now. Y'all make a statement. Y'all goddamn need to be protesting on the streets. You guys need to have your voices heard right now because they're violating y'all rights. They're not violating our rights. And I was saddened last night because of the people of Colorado. I'm sad. I feel sorry for you guys. I feel sorry for y'all, Colorado. I feel sorry for you guys.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you. I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm upset to see this done to other people. We gonna have Trump on the ballot everywhere else. That's what they're gonna do. And those black business owners in Indiana Minnesota, they know what time it is. They're gonna reject goddamn Biden. They're not going for his shit.
Look. You probably didn't see it. I posted a video. Remember, I was asking last night, like, I don't know where Biden's coming here today.
Right.
But guess where he's going? The Black Chamber of Commerce. Very fucking strategic,
Absolutely.
And it would look I probably would catch some smoke if I went over there, I mentioned it to Mo, and he was like, we're not getting in. It's a very small location. I know exactly where it's at, off of Elite Street. Very close, right?
Yes.
And he's coming in the hood. He just strategically, like I said, places where he's coming. He's targeting Black people because he knows that in Milwaukee,
Right.
Black people make it or break it. Okay? Period.
Now, let me ask you this. The people in Milwaukee, a lot of them have relatives in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what he's doing. I'm going to tell you why he's doing this, because remember the people in Chicago, Illinois for Trump, they called Trump to come see them. Mm-hmm. Biden's trying to cut that off.
Right. Right.
because people in Milwaukee and Chicago, like you said, the whole where in your region, all them black people are tied in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So goes Chicago, so goes the rest of the Midwest.
Well, that's why I think it's adamant at this point. I'm going to have to call some more people in
Yes,
to try
ma'am.
to help me
Yes, ma'am.
because we got to get him in the area. Chicago, fine, whatever he wants to call it, But man, I just really think that it's adamant. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Because this, like I said again, very, very strategic.
Right.
And what is his performance going to be? I'd love to be there and see what he has to say. I seen a young black man, probably late, early 30s, and not, I should say, late 20s, early 30s. Um, was very well spoken Democrat, and I'm
Yes.
like, man, I would love the opportunity to speak with these people. But like I said again, if I tried to go over there alone, it probably won't go good, because they're gonna be like, what, who the hell is this broad over here, like, because I don't have an affiliation to that group. I don't know who's in it.
Right.
It just frustrates me that he knows what he's doing, like you said.
Right. Right.
It's
Right.
not out of concern.
He's trying to beat Trump to the punch. That's what he's
Mm,
trying to do. He's trying to create like, oh, look at me, I'm in the hood. When
yep,
when
yep.
the first people who call out Trump was the people of Illinois. Illinois for Trump said, yo, we want Trump. And they were like Trump 2024. So they're trying to goddamn, they see the writing on the wall and they're trying to goddamn intercept that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because what are you gonna tell the black business owners of Milwaukee that the economy's doing good? Oh, he's going to pay them to try to push that narrative when it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm
but
sorry. I
but
mean,
you're right, Blackson, but that's the difference with the parties, right? When I worked for Obama, when I campaigned for him, I got paid. when you
bro,
when you work on this side,
yes,
you're doing this because you truly believe in it. People joke and think that, there's a ton of money. There ain't no damn money in MAGA. Are you kidding me?
right, right,
Unless you're a Candace Owens, Brandon Tatum, you have to be a specific person to be making money like that.
right,
Okay?
right,
Democrats will pay. See, that's where they got a hand over the Republicans.
right,
You
right,
know,
right,
I'm doing it purely out of the fact that I love my country and I
right.
love my fellow Americans.
Absolutely. Well,
You
that's why
know,
I'm doing the show today, Kelly, because I love my people in Colorado.
yep.
I could have got up here and bashed them, talking about how they smoke weed, and I could have did all that. And I said that's not the right move. It's because that's a divide and conquer. They're taking away the rights. That's why I was upset because they're taking away those people's rights. They're suppressing their votes.
And I wanted to ask you. You're right, absolutely, and that is so unconstitutional.
It's totally unconstitutional.
And anybody, like Josh said, regardless of what side, should be standing up. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, if you can do that, what else can you do?
Right, right. Yeah, we got to stop that now. People in Chicago, I say Chicago, people of Colorado, y'all got to stand up. Y'all got to stand up. And we got the goddamn, and like I said, I commend Vivek Swami and I commend Chris Christie. They said this is dead wrong.
Oh, they
But,
did.
right.
Okay.
But I do admire some of the judges in red states. They're like, yo, a lot of people are like, yo, this is wrong. Colorado's tripping. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. So yeah, Josh made a good point. It can spread, but people are like not agreeing with this. Even like three of the judges, Supreme Court in Colorado, didn't agree with it. So yeah, people got to stand up because I'm gonna tell you, people in Colorado, and they've been smoking weed for so long, and they've been doing weird shit, and they like, oh, well, the people they hide, they're not gonna do nothing about it. Put down the blunts, people in Colorado, and stand up for yourselves.
Right.
Stand the fuck up for yourself.
Yeah, and at this point, Blackson, even Like here, even my governor is a Democrat. I actually
Right.
like him. Okay,
Right.
he's a reasonable guy to me. I don't agree with everything, but I like him
Right.
because he's done some things that have benefited me that the old Scott Walker, who was a Republican, didn't. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I never
Right.
do a down ballot. I think anybody who does a down ballot, red or blue, is nuts because you're not looking at policy. But whatever.
Mhm.
Um, even he said that he's nervous that when they asked him, "Do you think, but Biden has a chance, and do you think he can?" He's like, "Well, if he can come and like stand up and get to Milwaukee and Michigan and Illinois, yeah, he'll be okay." The man literally said if he can come, get up, go,
Right.
they want the bare minimal out of him. Basically saying if he can just show face, it's a win. It's like what the hell? Even my governor isn't confident that that he can do it.
Right.
You know, and other Democrats have to be worried about that. They have to be.
Have to be. Right. 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 They have to be. In fact, I'm gonna tell you how dirty the Democrats are. Uh, Eric Adams, who's in New York, the mayor
Yep.
Adams, he's the only one to stand up and say, "Look, man, this migrant crisis is getting out of control." Now, all of a sudden, he has a woman accusing him of rape. All of a sudden, that's how dirty they are.
Yep. Yep. And what did Josh just say? I seen it. Unfortunately, the people who agree have no idea that the courts will turn on them to control them. But you know what's scary is I think some recognize that, but you have some so blinded. I saw a video, a TikToker, right, and she's getting a lot of flack for it, but she literally went on a rampage and said, I hope every one of you Republican voters get diabetes. I
Wow.
hope you lose a limb. This broad lost her rabbit ass mind. Who
Right.
says that?
Right. Right.
Like, come on, man. I would never wish that on
They're
anybody.
Democratic shields. They're Democratic shields. They're desperate. And like I said, Kelly, before this, they're going to don't be surprised. Like I said, they're going to try out all stops. They're going to try out all stops, to try to discourage. This is all about discouragement. They know Trump is going to win. They can't
Mm-hmm.
stop him. They're like, oh, Trump is a convicted felon. People are like, so what? And so they think they're going to say, oh, Trump is off the ballot. No, 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 no. He's only they have a stay in Chicago, but this is to discourage people. Don't let it work out. Don't let it work. Like I said, people are uprising. But Chicago got to speak out though. Chicago got to push back. Now, John said something about unfortunately the people who agree have no
Yeah.
idea that the courts will turn on them. That's why Trump said, and I hate to sound like a breaker, they're not coming after me, they're coming after you. And this is a good example.
Yeah, he said it forever. And
They're not hurting Trump in like I had to explain. Like Lady Che didn't understand that. Republicans don't win in Colorado. Kelly, you do understand that, right?
we kind of briefed that last night. I wasn't on I didn't know that Colorado wasn't red at all. I didn't even know that.
It's not. It's not. In fact, the last time a Republican won Colorado was Nixon. It was either Nixon or Reagan, one of the two. That's how long ago. But Republicans don't win Colorado. So, and I don't want to say it's insignificant because it is, but what's significant is not about winning Colorado because Republicans don't win Colorado. Trump doesn't need Colorado to win the presidency. What we're talking about here is the people's right to vote in Colorado. That's
Yeah.
what we're
Well,
talking about.
well, how does that? I haven't, read into it, but how does that exactly work out, though, Blackson? What if they didn't? Let's say, which I don't think is going to happen, but let's say they don't turn it over and they kept him off the ballot in Colorado. Does that just mean that Colorado's vote, he can't get any votes from there? Is or does that affect the whole race?
It
Like
doesn't
the,
affect the whole race. No, ma'am. It does
okay,
not affect the whole
okay,
race. Not at all. No, it just affects Colorado. And again, Trump and Republicans, Colorado is a stronghold for Democrats. It's just like California.
okay,
Let me explain it. So you got okay. Let me break it down. You got red states and you got blue states.
right,
Then you have swing states.
okay,
It
yeah,
always now you live in a swing state. It always comes because the swing states. I mean, you can either go red or blue.
mm-hmm,
Colorado, California, New York, Chicago are all blue states. They're going to vote Democratic no matter what. They've been voting Democrats since the 60s. So them saying, "Oh, we're going to take Trump off the ballot," is just is a symbolic gesture. They're trying to influence other people, discourage other people from thinking that Trump is not going to win. Trump was in double digits right now, and he's continuing to climb. He's like way past the threshold. He's like 64%. He is like blowing the primaries out of water. He is blowing Biden out of the water. So what do they try to do? Oh, we got an indictment. Indict him. So when they
mm-hmm.
indicted him, they had to stop that because his numbers shot up. And so his numbers are going to continue to shot up, record breaking again. So Colorado is just a symbolic gesture because Trump was not poised to win Colorado until now they pulled this stunt. Now I'm asking people of Colorado to now change that paradigm. Flip
Well,
Colorado
some
red.
where they fucked up at too is, oh God, I gotta quit with that
No,
word.
you
I
good. You good. I
apologize.
mean, you good on the arena, sis. You ain't got to apologize to the arena of me. But I mean, if there's something that you personally want to do, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just,
Sorry.
I'm trying to stop saying that F word so much. It's embedded in my brain. But anyway, um, it the part with the indictments, all you do is open up people's eyes to what regular people have already been seeing and going through. Especially when you look at the black community, right? And uh the three strikes law,
Uh-huh.
all the things that have happened that they've seen people before them get prosecuted for and get banked, right?
Right.
20, 30, 40 life out of here.
Right.
So you bring that in front of a whole bunch of people and they're going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. They're trying to railroad him. So all they did was open the door for
That's right.
people to throw their support behind him.
Right. Right. Let me address Colorado. I mean, Josh,
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
Josh, you say it will affect the race if Colorado wins. No, 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 no. It's being appealed to the Supreme Court. So now, if the Supreme Court makes the decision, then that will follow suit. But if Colorado only wins, uh, only Colorado Supreme Court, now they have to take it to a higher court. That higher court would set the precedent. So no, that's why people are saying now Colorado Supreme Court, they're not rolling with that. Now if the highest court in the land says it, which they won't, then that'll take precedence, but it won't take precedence because the highest court in the land is not going for that. They're not going
Could,
for that.
could
People
you
already
imagine if they
it's already
did,
pushed back.
though?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Could you imagine if they did, though? I think that would set precedent in making people feel like what they already go through in their mind, like it really doesn't matter. It's over. Like that's where I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, right? But I'm just saying, what if it did?
If it happens, then they would goddamn tear this country apart. And then, like, I think it was you that told me about red states versus blue states. Then that shit'll go down. Red states versus blue states will go down. Goddamn, we will have a revolution in this country for real. They thought J6 was not a fucking insurrection. They will see some shit go down. That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know, Blackson. I think a lot of people are docile. I don't know at this point. People are so conditioned to just shut up and, I got to worry about me. I got to worry about me. It's all about me. Instead of thinking about the collective. Even though people don't like it, remember when JFK said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country?
Right.
There was real meaning in that.
That's a
But
fact.
but I don't know if people still have that. We can have all the protection in the world, right?
Right.
We can have military, we can have all that. It's like I don't even know if people at this point are willing to fight for what's right.
I think they will, Kelly, because the difference is you've had clones like the Uniparty. You had clone Democrats, you had clone Republicans. And so people said, man, this shit ain't work. We now have a real candidate, a real person, a real human being by the name of Donald J. Trump. No, people will fight for Trump. They're not going to fight for Krispy Kreme Christie. They're not going to fight for Nikki Haley. They're not going to fight for Joe Biden because they're fucking clones. They're fucking clones of the system. And that's why I said now there's MAGA party and now there's Uniparty. The Uniparty has always been the Republicans of the past where we were enthusiastic or motivated to vote for any party and we just gave up. But now we have somebody real in there. Somebody real because we look at, dang, they prosecuted the man. Oh,
Yeah,
this man, dang, now they trying to take him off the ballot. He is the real deal.
yeah,
He is the real deal. And people will fight for something that's real. They're not going to fight for fake shit. And that's
yeah.
why,
But
no, we
it's
grew up,
just.
huh?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I
No,
didn't mean
no,
to.
we grew up watching people of fake Republicans and fake Democrats. And so now we know we were never motivated to fight. We will fight. I'm going to tell you as a child, me and my sister, and I'm gonna say we were kids when we did this, okay? So don't look at me sideways, Kelly. We now rabbits are the most docile animals, right?
Yeah.
Me and my sister and Perry people, me and my sister, we were young, so don't look at us
Right.
crazy. We were taking a stick and we were poking a rabbit, poke. You know that rabbit went. Rah! I was like, well, me and my sister, it freaked us out. We never heard. Me and my sister never, and Nature Mom, shout out to Nature Mom, and she can tell you the story. I never heard a rabbit yell before.
Wow.
That's how
Me
mad it
either.
got. Right, right. Well, yeah, that's why it freaked us out because not only did it lash at us, it made like a rah. And I'm like, it freaked us out.
Well, that's even like
That's
a squirrel. Corner a squirrel once and see what
mhm,
happens. You do
right,
not want no smoke with a squirrel. Okay, they will go at batshit crazy on you.
right. That's right.
We Blackson, we all did stupid shit when we were young when it came to animals. I remember doing, shooting a bird off an electrical line. I'm thinking I'm
Oh
target
yeah,
practice.
we all shy. Yeah,
It,
yeah,
and
guns. Yeah,
and
that's
God forgive me for it because I didn't know any better, and
Hold on, Kelly. Hold on, Kelly. Gonna if we don't goddamn do something now, we're gonna have to revert to shooting animals for food. So don't no, you don't. You just as a child, you learn how to aim and shoot. That's nothing to
yeah.
be ashamed of because now we depend on the grocery store for our meat and food. Now, no, that's nothing to be ashamed of. You shoot an animal for something.
Every
I'm a vegan. I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah, you're
plant.
right. You are. You do you eat a lot of mushrooms? I'm just curious. You like mushrooms?
Mushrooms are okay. I eat a lot of legumes. I eat a lot of like beans.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
so yoked up. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, no, definitely for
Yeah, I eat a
sure.
lot of beans, a lot of potatoes. That's why I'm so. That's why I'm like I'm not small at all. That's why I'm just like yo. People be like, "Where you get your protein?" And I'm like, "Really? Just
There's a million places
right,
to get that. But no, I remember, I do remember my dad coming out and telling me, "Don't you do that?
right."
You want a target, I'll set it up for you." And I
Hmm.
just okay, I didn't know, he had to explain it to me, but now in life and past that point, and animals are my favorite thing. I like
Right.
them better than most humans.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying, if we don't goddamn get our acts together, you're gonna have to take them animals out for food, Kelly.
No, for sure. And
So
even people who read the Bible will say that, it's allowment for that when you have to eat, you know.
right,
um
right.
and whatever. But yeah, that would be a bad look. And Josh is talking about, and let me just give you a briefing on this, because he said I can talk about it.
Okay,
um we were under the he just went to a court case, right?
okay,
And we had looked up the judge.
right,
We followed her background. She seemed very amicable, right? And court comes around, and that she went completely left. I don't know what happened. We were all confident on the case, and yeah, it totally went left and blew all of our minds, like, what just happened here?
right,
So in saying that, it's like, you really never know. You can look up a judge and kind of feel out what they've been through, who they represented,
right.
maybe their political alliance, but you never know what they're going to do in that courtroom.
That's true. And that's how Trump is relating to the common people, because he's being that one thing that growing up that we've always say, oh, rich people always get away with this, that, and the other. Well, they're being blatant with Trump, what they've always been doing to us. And this is why his poll numbers have shot up so tremendously, because Trump is revealing, Trump is exposing the swamp. And we've always known there's a swamp there, but nobody has stood up to it. Like I said, these fake Republicans and these fake Democrats who are now the uniparty candidates are being exposed. And that's why, people don't understand that the people of Colorado, again, I say it again and again and again and again, people in Colorado need to stand up. And even
Have,
if you don't damn vote like Trump, see, people they get emotions getting away, but they're not going after Trump. They're violating y'all rights. That's like when you said your relative was saying that, oh, can't we just take Trump off the ballot and use the Constitution? When you violate my
yeah,
rights,
yeah.
like you got to explain that to her, Kelly.
Well,
Like, is it okay to violate my rights?
no, yeah, I did. And actually,
What
we
she say?
discussed it briefly last night, and she said, "Oh, I don't even want to hear about it because I know that's not really
Wow.
going to happen."
Wait, what?
She was under the impression that she knows that um nothing's going to happen. They're going to overturn it. So she didn't even want to talk
But
about it.
she's missing the point, though. Yeah, we
I
know they're
know.
going to overturn it. We know Trump's going to win. We know Trump's going to be put back on the Colorado ballot. We already know this. This is a tactic. We know this, but she's missing the point.
But think about
It's
it though,
going over her head.
Blackson. It is, but this is how biased people are. If they can get it their way, they want it. Now, if it was us and the tables were turned, we're still going to stand up and be like, wait, hold up a minute. You
Right.
can't do that.
Kelly, listen to me. Trump doesn't need Colorado to win.
Right, right.
They don't need Colorado to win.
Well, I know we get a few people out there that are pissed right now, right?
A lot of
Um,
people are pissed. You
yeah.
got judges that are pissed. You got
Yep.
people in high places that are pissed about this. They are not happy.
And
They're,
whoever approved this should be reprimanded. Like, I feel like they should lose their seat,
that's
because
why I'm going to tell you the best way to do that, Kelly. Everybody, and this is going to sound crazy, everybody in Colorado need to register as a Republican and vote for Trump out of protest and get
mm,
rid of those. That's the only way they're going to get rid of those judges, because all those judges are Democrats. So that can happen, Kelly. But the
yeah,
people in Chicago have to goddamn wake up, get the cola out of their eyes, and make that happen. They can make that happen, Kelly. That is possible. That's not an impossible. That's not a pipe dream, Kelly. They can make that a reality. I'm talking to the people of Colorado right now. They can make that a reality, sister.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, everybody can make that a reality. In fact, let's not be on defense. Let's be on the offense. Those people that Biden's going to visit today, y'all make y'all voices heard. So this goes out to not only Colorado, this goes out to the nation. Everybody, goddamn vote for Trump. Everybody, put Trump on the ballot. Everybody, goddamn, make your voices heard.
Yeah, for sure. And they're trying to do this whole scare technique. Like, you support him, you go on his app, you send him emails, you're gonna get put on a list, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, a list for
Wait, what is
what?
this? Nazi Germany? Oh, they're gonna
Yeah,
put you on the list. Stein,
yeah,
put it on the list. Is this not what? Are we living under Hitler? Are we living under Stalin right now? Put on
yeah,
a list?
a
Why?
list.
Why
Yeah,
are we as Americans being scared to put on some lists? Really?
man.
Are we at that threshold now, Kelly? Are we there?
It's what it is. I'm not scared because if I recall where I live,
This is the
we're
United States of America.
yeah, we're supposed to be able to support who we want, right,
Right.
wrong, or
So
indifferent.
put on
So,
a list.
it's people I know,
So they're
Blackson.
admitting that Biden is worse than Hitler. That Biden is worse than Stalin. That Biden is worse than Mao Zedong. That's what they're saying.
Well,
Because we're under the
they're
Biden
trying to
administration
paint
right now.
us, especially white people. They're trying to paint us as Christian, extremist, white
Right.
supremacist. They
Right.
give us every label that's horrible.
Well, I guess I'm a white supremacist too because I'm against abortion. I'm telling people that's not a Christian, that's a human, that's a humanistic concern. That's not a Christian concern. Christians don't have a monopoly on abortion. They're mad because they owe Trump. You know what? Damn. You know what? I'm not going to get into this, Kelly,
Right.
because I already see where this is going.
And
You don't have
my
to be a Christian to. You know what? I'm not
No,
going to.
you're right. You're right. I'm just
I'm
saying
gonna leave
that's
you
the
alone.
labels that they give us. I'm not into religion either.
I'm not
Okay?
either, but I'm not. You know what? I'm. Y'all need to goddamn vote for Trump, everybody, because the people rights are being violated. Vote for Trump just because you don't want your brothers and sisters' rights. Because if they violate their rights, like John said, they'll try to violate our rights. We can't let
Yep.
that go down. Colorado people, y'all need to stand up. Shit.
And I think I know a few people out there that will. Um, I know by talking to other people, this stuff is already being filed. People are on top of it.
Right.
They're not gonna tolerate it.
No.
And they definitely need to show up and show out.
Right.
And my thing with Biden today is that there'll be another day. I'll be able to contact the people that are at this meeting today, and we can get together and all conversate, because just because you come and speak to a few people doesn't mean shit. You can keep promising them everything under the sun, the
Right.
whole carrot on a stick. That can't work forever.
Right. Well, like you said, but all Biden gonna do is just pay a couple of people, but don't let those people be the voices of black people. That's not going down. So yeah, they could pay some goddamn few black people, but that black people are seeing right through that. In fact, this out to my white brothers and sisters. This is our chance to unite as a people. This is our
Hmm.
chance to unite. This is our cause right here. Shout out to Snowman. Snowman's like, what is it going to take to bring white men and black men together, Trump?
Yeah, well, even if it, like I said, if I got to get a couple other people, which I will, to go with me, I'm gonna make an effort to talk to every single one of them.
Right.
Truthfully, be if I'm being honest, because this is prominently black city, right?
Okay, right.
Um,
Yeah,
my
but you're
biggest
going there for the human rights, Kelly.
right, but my biggest competition here, like last time, has always been black women. And if there's one thing I don't
That's an
like
issue.
to do, is I
right.
don't like to argue with other women
I got
because
you. I
I'm
got
more of a person that I want to uplift. I don't want to tear down.
you. Right.
But I'm hoping that people are logical enough at this point that they haven't seen any growth. They'll be willing to listen. That's all I need. Just give me the opportunity, to have a conversation,
Right. Right.
you
I
know.
tell you what, Kelly, what are you doing on Sundays at 4 o'clock?
Um Sunday at 4,
Sunday
nothing.
at 4. Yeah, okay. There's hold on. Let me bring her up because I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you somebody who you can get your voice heard. And she's a school teacher here in South Carolina, and she is pro Trump. And she, you kind of, let me just say this. Can I play this video real quick?
Go for it.
Okay, shout out to Sticks Hex and Hammer. Um, this is my little buddy, and hold on, I gotta play this real quick. I gotta see this just popped up, so let me play his video real quick, see what he got to say, and I'm gonna play another video for you. I gotta give you, Kelly, I gotta get you to this sister's program. Her name is Roslyn Reviews.
Roslyn, how do you spell Roslyn?
Roslyn, Roslyn, R
O
O
S
S
E
Y.
L Y N.
Roslyn, I think Roslyn Reviews. Yeah, she's an older black lady. She's a school teacher,
Okay.
and I need to just get you in the chat. And the thing about getting to the right ear is getting. Let me just say, we gonna get you over there. We gonna get you straight, sis. We gonna get you
Okay.
straight. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Your card carrying the arena sensor member. So I'm gonna get you in the right places, sis. But like, let me just like I say, I know that's a complicated thing. Like I say, you don't want to argue with other women, and a lot of, I'm just gonna say, a lot of sisters are stuck on the Democratic plantation. I get it because I'm
Yeah.
I'm fighting with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If you're moved to make that move, I mean, it's, oh man, it's a lot of work, but it can be done. We gonna win this thing through. But let me play this video real quick because I know that's a complicated. Like I said, you don't want to argue with other women. I get that, sis. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
last
I love
time,
women. I love all women of all races, and I know it's complicated. Now I'm gonna say this: I love women like yourself. I love women. I hate bitches though.
yeah,
I'm gonna just
yeah,
leave it at that.
it's hard to tolerate people like that, right?
Right? It,
But
it is. It is.
you being a man, I would think that most, like, quote unquote real men can
Uh-huh.
find beauty in anybody, you know,
Absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
know. Um,
Absolutely.
Same with, I mean, I'm human. I find men of all different races attractive, we're that's life,
Right.
you know.
Right. Yeah. And that's why I was. Oh, I didn't want to change. Let me play this video real quick, and
Yep.
let me see what Sticks. This is Sticks Hex and Hammer. Let me see what the hell he talking about. Shout out to Sticks Hex and Hammer. All right.
Everyone, it's time to weigh in yet again on yesterday's Colorado Supreme Court decision. Of course, they ruled that Donald Trump, as an insurrectionist, was disqualified from the primary ballot there, even up to and including disqualifying any write-in votes for Donald Trump. I suspect that he'll win on a write-in campaign anyway. I see a lot of fear-mongering about this spreading to other states, as though the Supreme Court wouldn't be likely to put the genie back in the bottle. And there's one big reason why. The Supreme Court has an easy way out. They can be totally vacant as far as any ruling on the Insurrection Act itself. Of course, some legal scholars, they say that it's not even in action at this time. It's basically a relic of Reconstruction. Others agree or disagree with the concept that a president would actually be the kind of sworn public official that would even fall under the purview of the Insurrection Act. And so you've got questions as to whether legally it would even be applicable. The Supreme Court doesn't need to actually rule on that. All they have to do is point out that Donald Trump was never charged with or found guilty of anything that would fall under the Insurrection Act in that manner. Cut and dry, very easy. The court has the votes quite clearly to do that. The lower court had already ruled in Colorado that it was unlawful for them to do this, and it was overturned by the state Supreme Court in an entirely partisan decision. We can probably presume that SCOTUS will reverse that decision. Secondly, this has to do with the primaries, not with the general election. I was unaware of the fact that a state Supreme Court had purview over a function that is effectively run by a party. That is, the primary system and the caucuses in the country are separate from the general election. The general election falls completely under the general legal purview, Supreme Courts, the U.S. government, the FEC, and so forth. That's under their purview. The parties, though, are capable of tinkering around with their primary systems almost to a whim. So I was unaware that a state Supreme Court was capable of doing that for the purposes of a primary. Certainly for a general election, they would potentially have that purview. But again, you've got multiple layers of this being inapplicable. Either the particular provision is only for the Reconstruction era, so it's no longer even, relevant. It doesn't apply situationally because Trump was never charged with such a crime, and it may not even apply to presidents even if he were. That being said, I have a sneaking suspicion this will backfire. I think that Trump will win in Colorado anyway, and then the party has to grapple with the fact that it's at odds with the Colorado State Supreme Court, assuming absent a SCOTUS decision before them. Trump, by then, I think, will have run the field, and I think that he's going to gain support because of this. I think he gains support because one of the big selling points is, hey, look at me, I'm being persecuted, the system is corrupt, and they're probably doing that for a reason. You've got yet another arrow in the quiver of people who believe that Donald Trump is being uniquely persecuted and that it ain't for the reason that he's a unique villain. Again, I go back to the concept that I've spoken of before. I can believe that a system that's filled with bankers and politicians and media moguls and shit that I know are corrupt. I've got a million stories about proof of them being corrupt. I can believe that they're corrupt and Trump is standing in their way. Not necessarily that he doesn't also engage in, corrupt behavior. Probably did commit business fraud a time or two. The mogul from the 80s, the writings on the wall, show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Or I can believe that this is the mainline view that they're peddling, that Donald Trump is a unique villain. He's the more mentally bereft version of Adolf Hitler, and that the system, comprised of those people that start wars and screw with the tax system and leave the border defenseless and all, et cetera, that they suddenly grew a conscience. And they said, well, this unique villain is so much more corrupt than us. We've got to band together to stop him. I don't believe that, though. I think that I think that people who are already on the fence and they're like, well, maybe I can vote for Trump, like they're not 100% sure, I think are going to flock to him now because how much more transparent can you get? This is literal election interference. The fundamental funny part, the irony, is that supposedly Donald Trump attempted to interfere with the 2016 election via Russia. Now we have blatant and obvious election interference in the Colorado case. We were told that Trump on J6 attempted to start an insurrection again. There's literally nothing to go on with that. There's a reason he was never charged thus, because he never incited anyone. Meanwhile, you have a legal insurrection right now in which you have 4 persecutorial multi-felony cases against him. At the same time, you've got a bunch of states attempting to keep him entirely off the ballot. And by the way, 3 of those cases fell through already. They were shot down. Only Colorado so far has upheld it. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a couple of other states do. But then, at some point, it triggers an automatic SCOTUS review. I'm hopeful that they'll see the light and use a limited ruling. Because the other possibility is they say, well, the Insurrection Act doesn't exist anymore. It's kaput. It's Reconstruction era. Okay, well, now you've got a real big problem because now it doesn't apply to all of those lower level sworn in officials. And so they could engage in sedition of some sort and then run for office. That's a problem. If they uphold this Colorado decision, you're handing unfettered power to largely partisan state Supreme Courts to decide who can and cannot run for any office they should so choose. Well, then you've just converted our republic into a judicial system in which the courts effectively run your elections, which I don't think is necessarily the greatest idea. By the way, to the liberals celebrating the possibility that happens, you realize there are more red states than there are blue states, correct?
Right.
And not all those swing states would go your way in such a situation. To have Supreme Court justices at the state level tampering with the primaries is just awe-strikingly stupid. I would point out that so far, to my knowledge, Nikki Haley has not weighed in on this. If she did, she'd probably applaud it. DeSantis called it out. Ramaswamy not only called it out, but refused to appear on the ballot in Colorado unless Trump was put back on. That's, by the way, a masterful move. Even Chris Christie weighed in and said that it was a bad decision. He minced his words and said, well, the court shouldn't defeat Donald Trump. The voters should defeat Donald Trump. Well, okay, it passes the smell test. At the very least, you're saying the decision is wrong, if not necessarily for the most moral of reasons. I think it will backfire, though. I have the sneaking suspicion that Trump will grow his support, not only nationally, but ironically in Colorado. And then you're going to have a bizarre day where the day of the Colorado primary, we get the results and find out that Donald Trump won somewhere in the 40s on a write-in effort, and that those delegates are going to be apparently not allocated at all, or that because of the Colorado State Supreme Court, again, absent an expedited SCOTUS decision, because, it's almost next year. We're getting down to the wire here as far as when voting begins, even though Colorado is not one of the first states. They have their vote. It's in spring. You're gonna have a surreal moment where, in order to defend democracy, a state Supreme Court has suspended democratic proceedings within one of its states. I think that would be odd. I think that would be unfortunate and bizarre, and probably rather unhelpful for the social alienation level in our republic at this time. Things are hyper-partisan enough. This takes the cake, though. This is election interference, the real kind. That's about all. Peace out.
Well, that was to the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make apology to Ron DeSantis because I say he didn't call it out. So my apologies to Ron DeSantis. He called it out. So only Nikki Warhawk, Birdbrain Haley didn't call it out. That's gonna just damn great. She's done. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why do people like her? Because of her support in reparations? Is that where she gets her liking from?
No. She doesn't. No, Nikki Haley doesn't support reparations. No, you're thinking about. I forgot that's on the independent left side with Cornel West and them. I forgot the damn name. No, Nikki Haley is a Republican.
Why did I think that she would? I don't know. I must have her confused. I don't know a lot about her.
No, yeah, I forgot her damn name. You're thinking about the other chick. But no, that's not Nikki Haley.
Okay. Yeah. I really like. I've said it before. I really like Kristi Noem, and I'm not a big fan of Vivek. Right.
Right.
Just because of prior experience, and I don't know where his loyalty lies. You know, that's I'm American first.
Right. And well, Vivek said he's pulling out he's boycotting Colorado. He said he's pulling off the ballot. Ron DeSantis and Christie have said, yeah, this is wrong. Nikki Haley, the only coward, she ain't called it out. So yeah, Nikki Haley, you are a coward. Straight up coward.
Yeah, because they think they're going to get accolades. Like you said, it's the uniparty.
It's going to backfire.
Yeah.
Accolades you're not getting accolades from the people. Oh, accolades from that paycheck she getting from the Koch brothers, who's also supporting the Democratic Party. Oh, those accolades. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can bank account. My bad, Kelly. You're so right.
Not just that, but that's kind of I kind of question that with Vivek too, because he's a pharmaceutical guy,
Right.
And it's like pharmaceuticals. I'm not knocking nobody. I kind of wish I would have went that route.
Right.
My son's friend's mom does it, and not only does she travel, but she is extremely paid. Right. But then I have to look at my moral compass. It is what it is. Whatever.
Right.
I'm just not a big fan. But what I wanted to ask is, I'm gonna look it up myself, but I want to be very, very particular and have knowledge on the exact definition of insurrection.
Right.
I think
when you do that, watch the tapes that they're releasing and see if it falls in line with that definition.
I don't think so.
Right.
I really don't. I guess it's a word people use, but when you hear an actual lawyer speak about what insurrection is and what it's not, it doesn't fall under that.
Right,
If you tell people we are going to go peacefully and
right.
patriotically,
That's right.
okay, nobody said tear it up, any of that. And then when are they going to tell the truth about the instigation,
Right.
infiltration? When is that going to ever come out, you know?
I think it's going to come out. Congress is working on that now. Shout out to Mike Johnson, Jim Jordan. Shout out to Byron Donalds. Shout out to Margaret Taylor Greene. That's why this is a distraction because they're on Biden's ass right now. They're on Hunter Biden's ass right now. So they
Yeah.
have to bring something to distract. It's just a big distraction because they don't want Joe Biden getting a heart attack worrying about his son being locked up for 15 years.
Well, and it is, at the end of the day, it is political prosecution. It
It is.
absolutely is. And the guy was right. It is corruption everywhere. It
Right.
doesn't matter which way you turn. Like, Trump and his whole not letting Wall Street into the government. But by proxy, that ends up happening. You got to pick and choose your battles. Could he have committed business fraud at some point, somewhere down the line, like he said? Absolutely. I've said it before. I think if you checked a lot of people, they have done things in their taxes, et cetera, to try to lighten the load, right? It is what it is. Nobody's perfect. If something's wrong, I'll call it.
Right, but that's why there's checks and balances, Kelly. Like if you decide, you got a little money, you're doing real good. You want to buy a house down in Mar-a-Lago. Now, Mar-a-Lago, I don't know if you've been to Florida.
I've been there, but I've only been to South Beach.
So so you've been to South Beach.
Yep.
So
I
you
don't
know
like
how.
Florida. Y'all can have it.
Okay. No. I feel the same way. No. But I'm just talking about the property value. I feel the same exact way about Florida that you do. Trust me on that, Kelly. I don't like Florida.
Yeah.
However, being that I don't like Florida, I still know the worth of Florida. So South Beach, and you see some of them houses, they're over the millions. If you get something within a million, you getting a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You getting a good deal. And so there's like a little island, but like Mar-a-Lago's is its own island, and you got to be the richest of the richest. And you mean to tell me they got Trump up in New York saying, "Oh, his property is not worth that much"? Man, are you serious? Like, dude, like, okay, let's just say, oh, it's not worth. First of all, the banks go through and have their own appraisers. So, say for instance, I come to your
Yeah.
house, Kelly, and I say, Kelly, I want to buy your house, I want to buy your car, I want to buy all this and that, and you put it up for sale. And if I ask the bank for a loan, they're going to send their people and come appraise it. That's what they do. They're not just going to take your word for it or my word for it. They're going to send their own people. So
Man.
where did Trump commit the fraud? See, this is
Well, right,
bullshit.
and the loans were paid.
The
It's
loans were paid.
it's not like he defaulted and effed
No.
it off. He paid
So
it.
right. So he has to go through a chain of command. So where's the fraud?
Mm, I don't know. I'm just saying hypothetically, if it did ever
Banks have
happen.
safeguards. Banks have safeguards against fraud.
Right, right. Well, I just, yeah, it's definitely again, political prosecution. That's what it is.
Yep. Josh said worrying about Trump's business deals 30 years ago while ignoring the fact that politicians gains millions of wealth while being paid less than 300 grand a year is ironic. Hunter Biden, Burisma, China, like they're selling shit to foreign countries.
It's
But we want
everybody, bro. It's everybody. They go in making 100 grand a year and they come out in 5 years multimillionaires. How? How
right.
does that even happen?
Right. Oh, Josh made a good point. He said it's not buying; it's an elected bureaucracy. Right. So we got to recognize it's the uniparty. It's the crooked Democrats along with the crooked Republicans like Nikki Haley who ain't saying shit. So again, my apologies to Ron DeSantis. My apologies to saying that he was complicit. So Ron DeSantis is not complicit. Neither is Chris Christie. I was going to see Krispy Kreme Christie.
I know.
They're not being complicit, and neither is goddamn Viviswamy. However you feel about them, they're saying, no, we're not down with this shit. Nikki Haley, on the other hand, ain't said shit. Nikki Haley, because you ain't shit. Nikki Haley, shit.
Their loyalty should be to the Constitution. You know, that should be where it lies.
And that's why the Supreme Court is most likely going to overturn this shit. They're going to do the proper shit because those goddamn judges, the Supreme Court judges in Colorado, are biased. And they're not concerned about how the people, like if you're concerned about the people, let them vote. I'm confident. I would say you know what? If you don't like Trump, don't vote for Trump. That's all. What I always say that, Kelly.
Yeah.
If you don't like, don't vote for Trump. But they're afraid that there's too many people who like Trump because Trump is relatable. Trump is real, and Trump did good during the 4 years. We did great, and people starting to realize, damn, things were great under Trump. I don't like Trump, and Trump said grab him by the pussy, but God damn it, he sure goddamn had that economy in order, and they're afraid people are going to wake up.
Speaking of that, grabbing him by the pussy, like I was supposed to be offended. No, I expect that from a man. That's
just like right. And how many people you think, oh, well, Trump is a convicted felon? You think people are actually offended by that? So just like you say, you're not offended by grabbing by the pussy. Do you think people are going to be offended? Like, oh, we convicted Trump on saying that the election was rigged. You think we're really going to care about that?
No.
Right.
Don't give a damn about that.
And that's why they want to take him off the ballots. Because they know first of all, before this happened, the whole, oh, Trump's going to get locked up. Oh, Trump isn't. That was the big talk, right?
Yep.
That was the big talk. Oh, Trump's going to get locked up. Ooh,
still is.
It's fading away, though, Kelly.
Still
you didn't hear about the delays. They said they're not going to be able to try none of those cases before the election. That's why and that's why I kept saying, what's next? Because they're not going to try Trump before the election. And boom, oh, Colorado takes him off the ballot. Oh, you see how that works?
Another lawyer said that alone would take 8 months at least.
Yo, you know about just trials, right?
Yeah. And the feds don't work like that. When you get indicted, you mess around and sit in the county jail for a year or two before you're even going to go to trial.
Sometimes more.
Yeah, to think that it's, I don't know why I know why these broads want it expedited, right? Like the Fannie Willis. I know why the broad wants that to happen.
Right.
And who knows? I'm sure her pockets got lined nice and fat when she did
She's working with Jack Smith. They're all working together. Letitia James, Jack Smith, Fannie Willis, they're all working together. But they're all of their cases are going to fail because there's no way they can get them in there and convict them before the election. So that's why they're like, oh, take them off the ballot.
Like, it's like, what world are we in, man?
We're in a world where they're trying to take away our freedoms right now.
Yeah, but see, like that's what I'm saying. Like people like us, if it happened on the opposition, I say this all the time. I'm not a fan of Biden, but he does represent our country. Therefore, I don't want to see him do bad. I don't want to see him fail because if he fails, we all fail. So why would I want that? Right? That's how I think in my mind.
Right.
And I can't imagine how these people want their way so bad that they're willing to sacrifice their own freedoms for it.
Right. Well, I think they don't understand their freedoms yet. I mean, their political maturity, they have not matured. Like right now, we're the political adults. Everybody on the arena, you, Kelly, Josh, Deacon, Twin, we're the political adults right now. Everybody here in the chat, that anybody I miss, we're the political adults. You got people who are adults, but who are not politically mature. They're political children. If they, Trump, Trump's a racist. That's a political child. Okay.
Well, I'm thankful though, bro. I have you guys. I have Josh,
I
man.
think I have you
I
too,
I
Kelly.
I have Kelly. I have uh Carolyn. I have so many
Yes,
people,
Carolyn.
Mo, in my corner that are helping me learn any questions. You know, people send us links, right? They
Right,
help us out with information, keep us updated. I mean, I couldn't do it alone, and
right,
I'm learning too, right?
right, right,
But you're right. I don't think they want to go any further than their little bubble. They just want to
right.
stay like stick with what they know and learn no more.
Well, Kelly, I'm going to arm you with the proper ammunition. I'm not going to just send you off into Chicago and Milwaukee and all these places without the proper, like when you go to war, you have the proper weapons and ammunition. I'm going to give you the proper, I'm going to give you everything that I got, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to share it with you. And in that way, when you go, you're armed and you will goddamn shoot down any. Well, I can't say you can shoot down all the ignorance, but anybody with sense will listen to you. And if it's the one thing that you can always count on is that the most sensible person will always be in charge. I don't care how ignorant a people or ignorant a group, the one who is in charge is the one who's more rational.
Right.
And
Right.
so with black people, let's say in these circles, I don't care how loud a black woman gets, there's going to be a black man and say, hold up, everybody calm down and settle down. Let me hear what she has to say. A wise person is going to hear what you got to say. Trust me on that.
But you know what I've also learned throughout my years, Blackson, of being around and learning different people and cultures. Sometimes when the yelling commences, it's
Right,
passion.
right. I hear
It's not necessarily a black woman cussing me out or yelling at me personally.
right.
It's passion,
Okay,
because I've seen a lot of people yell and scream, even on these panels, F you, blah, blah, blah. And
right.
20 minutes later, after all the screaming commences, they're back cool. So I've came to the realization that the screaming doesn't necessarily mean it's me or for me to take it personal.
Right.
It's just the passion that they have, and it's the way of expressing it.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever moves you make, Kelly, you got a team with you. So you're not going to do it by yourself. So I implore you to whatever you decide to do, take the arena with you, baby. And we got your back. I got your back.
Yeah, that's great. I appreciate it. Sometimes I hate that, finances kind of restrain me, right? All of us right now, I think, hey, if you're doing real good right now, kudos to you. That's awesome. But I know Christmas is gonna be dead for me. It's over.
It's going to be there for a lot of people.
Yeah,
It's going to
it's
be
not happening.
right. And hell, it's right like 2 weeks away. Yeah, it's going to be dead for a lot of people. Hell,
Yeah,
it's a week away. Hell, what am I talking about?
yeah, it's
So,
right around the corner. And truthfully, if I had it my way, I would love to, like, fly people in, meet, get everybody together, be on the same page, travel and make things happen. But
right.
it's just not financially feasible right now, you know?
Well, then we utilize other things, just like how people they bombarded us with this whole Trump is off the ballot on the internet. You use the same weapons. Use your internet. Use your, um, you use. You don't have to, it don't all have to be physical and boots on the ground. You could just, hit up different. You can hit up different platforms. You can, we're creating a new paradigm now, Kelly. Like I said,
Yeah, yeah,
when I said when you became wise to this, you can't. It's hard when you gain certain knowledge. It's hard to close it back. You know what I'm saying? And I remember shout out to Snowman. He said, "Man, don't you just ever want to just forget?" I'm paraphrasing, and I'm like, "Nah." I hope I speak him up. I hope I speak up, Snowman. But no, you can't.
Yeah.
Once you gain certain knowledge, all you can do, and I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. It's a good thing. You adjust to it. You arm your guns and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, you don't want to be blissful. Like, oh no, when I was a little kid, I shot this rabbit, and oh, I feel so bad for it. No, sister, you learn how to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
got experience shooting
truthfully,
now. You're gonna
tru-
need that. You might, hell, if people are stupid enough to let this shit go down, we might have to. We're this close to goddamn hunting our own food.
yep. Yep. And truthfully, like I did a lot of work in prison reform. I don't know if I
Mhm.
ever told you about that, but
Okay.
I worked with a few different people um in helping with to turn around what Biden participated in. Okay?
All right.
And Trump came through with the First Step Act, which I argue all the time
Yes. Yes.
because Obama did. I will give Obama credit for making crack and cocaine equal. He did close the gap in the disparity, but that didn't help everybody.
It didn't help everybody.
But what I'm getting at is that, going through that, now Trump's going through this. I can align the two easy because this ain't my first rodeo. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay. You're right. You got experience.
Yep. And then I'm learning the characters, right? The
Right.
the positions of the people, how they operate, what they do. I like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think she's a little bit flaky. No disrespect.
All good. Yeah. It's all good.
I
Yeah.
like I like her. I appreciate her stance.
Yes.
Um, I wouldn't mind trying to communicate with her, right?
Right. Right.
Connect on some kind of level because eventually I would love to be maybe not in a position like her because I don't know if I have that. Maybe in 5 more years, but after this I feel like I'm done. You know what I mean? Like after this a whole Trump scenario, I don't know if I'm going to say in it. We'll see. But anyway, the point I'm getting at is yeah, the more you know, the more it does. Like they say, ignorance is bliss. Now we get ourselves in all this information and you want to do something to change it, you know?
Right. But this information jumped in front of us, though, Kelly. It wasn't like now, well, some people did seek it, but some people, it just jumped in front of your face.
Yeah.
So, it's like, man, the world is looking at this, Kelly. The world is looking at this. I looked at some Russian news, some Indian, Asian news, and they were talking about how damn they like Trump, 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 Trump. Trump in Colorado, like they're talking about it worldwide now. I'm like, oh shit, even Putin of all people saying, yo, Trump is being railroaded. Now this is coming from
Mhm.
Putin now.
Yeah.
Putin saying this. Now Putin, who is a true gangster, and that's all I'm
Facts.
about shooting, is
Facts.
saying
Yeah.
Trump is being goddamn persecuted. I said, goddamn, when Putin says that, the land of Joseph Stalin, the land of NKVD, it's time to be like, you know what?
Well, it is election interference.
It is
100%.
100%.
And
Yes.
they can just do it and get away with it and that's it.
We're not going
But
to let it down. We're not letting it go down.
Trump just gets a million indictments behind it. Like that's one
Right.
of the. Come on, man. This is so backwards. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, like I said, the indictments, like I said, it's and like you said, the indictments, like I said, are not working. Like I said, his poll numbers have went up double. This is going to like the brother said, is going to shout out the sticks. This is going to backfire. This is another, and then when this backfire, expect them to do something else. Don't be discouraged, Kelly, because they're going to try something else. We still got 11 months. They're going to try and try. They're going to keep trying and keep trying. And Trump is going to keep winning and winning, and his numbers are going to go up and up and up. Like I said, the Supreme Court still has to look at this.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna reach out to a couple of people I know out in Colorado, and one
Oh,
for sure is politically active, and be
yes.
like, y'all got to get on the ball.
Got
but
to. They got to. They
but
got to put aside whatever they feel about Trump, Kelly. They got to put it aside because it's not about Trump. It's about them.
Yep, it's principle. You can't
Thank
have
you.
your rights taken from you, you
You
know?
can't. You can't.
Cuz once you start, it never stops.
It never stops. It never stops. So they gotta man, people, y'all gotta put whatever. I don't know why people I get it because the news media tell y'all that Trump is Hitler, that Trump is Adolf Hitler. He's gonna
Mhm.
put everybody in the gas chambers like Hitler did the Jews. That's what they're telling people. Hillary Clinton said he's like, man, cut that shit out, man. We
And
gotta
then
wake up.
then they try to flip it and hold him responsible for the illness, right? Like,
Right,
oh, he offed all these people with that. Like, hold up
right.
a minute. Since when do we start holding someone accountable for something that's totally out of their control?
That was that C-19 was out of his control. That's why I
Yeah,
said that's what messed up his reelection, and they ran with it. But Trump had nothing to do with that. Y'all act like Trump is God or something. He didn't create that. That ship
right.
came out of damn Wuhan, out of China. Trump didn't invent that shit.
And
So
I would have to look more into it, but I know other on the opposing side they bring up the fact about some bioweapons program that
right,
Trump restarted, and they're
right.
mad about that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. I think
No,
it's bullshit, but I'm just saying that's the part of the argument.
that Trump had nothing to do with that. I can assure
So
you, Trump had nothing to do with no bio genetic warfare. That's no. Now you might want to look at Kim Jong Un, but not Trump.
right,
Not
right.
Trump because
Um,
I not
Blackson,
Kim
if
Jong.
you
I'm
get a
sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize to Kim Jong Un. Xi Jinping. I'm sorry. I said Kim Jong Un.
yeah, I get
Xi
them
Jinping. I'm sorry.
confused. I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, them too.
yeah. I apologize to Kim Jong Un. You might want to look, Kelly, at Xi Jinping because
Okay.
it came out of Wuhan. It came out of China. So you might want to look his way, not Trump's way.
Well, when you get a chance, Blackston, I'd like you to look up this Cavalier Johnson, my mayor out here,
Okay.
and look and see what you think about him when you
Okay.
get time.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I want you to look into that.
So let me get this straight, Kelly. Biden is going to only come in, talk to those businessmen, and then stab out.
Yep, yep,
That's that's some underhanded shit. That's some secret shit.
yep.
So he's
And
not
it's
going
a
to do a rally.
very, and Mo told me, he's like, Kelly, that's a small building. That's not like a,
That's some cheating shit. That's some
yeah,
cheating shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No. That's some cheating shit.
that's like the whole bait and switch. You
That
know what
is
I mean?
that is right.
You
That's
you
exactly
target you target the black people, because that's the major voting block here. And if
right.
you can get them to support you, they're gonna push it to everybody else who's gonna push it.
Right. You see the plan, Kelly. You see the strategy.
Yeah. And that pisses me off bad. Like, okay,
Counteract. You can
it's
counteract this.
strategic, but you're a motherfucking cocksucker. You're the same person that told black people you ain't black if you don't vote for me, and
Right.
also told them that you better learn how to get along with black and brown people.
That's
You
right.
better learn how to get along. You
That's
don't
right.
have to learn how to get along with no motherfucking buddy. This
Right.
is your damn country.
That's right.
Who are they?
Right.
I've mentioned before, like, maybe it does need to be some type of gatekeeping, because black people are very friendly when this initially came out, right? Like, yeah,
Right.
let them come, and now look,
Well, that's
you
why
know.
Chicago's like, wait a minute, hold up, we didn't vote for this. Well, y'all actually did vote for that, but now they're speaking out. So it's gotten to the point they're saying, "Look, Trump, come talk to us."
Yeah,
So
and
they're
it's
calling
only
out.
fair. I
Yeah.
feel bad. Like, some people will be like, well, they get what they voted for, but some people are blindly voting. They don't know better.
Well, I would say this: people allowed one mistake, Kelly, and we didn't know who Biden. They didn't know who Biden was. We didn't know. We just know who Biden was Barack Obama's VP. So we're
Yep.
looking at Barack Obama. Barack Obama's not here, black people. Like, what are y'all still living on the Barack Obama man? He's gone. Like, yeah, but I get it. So Biden came in here, fucked up the economy, started new wars and that shit, fucked us all up. So now, if you vote for him again, now I got to look at you sideways.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So you're allowed one mistake. So you get one pass for voting for goddamn Biden, but to come in 2024, don't let that shit happen again.
Well,
Trump,
yeah, and I want to fight for them people too, right? That's what
right,
I'm saying. Like, man, I'm trying to reach out and do what I can. I mean,
right.
try to do a little more because I do want to help if I can and be like, that is messed up. Even though we tried to warn you, but hey, it is what it is. Lesson learned. Let's do something different.
Well, Kelly, you've already exposed Milwaukee and his plan to little come to there. So keep exposing that. We're gonna goddamn put pressure on that. We're gonna defeat that shit. We're gonna squash that shit like a roach.
Well, yeah, and I don't necessarily have to be there today. Mo's right. They're not gonna let us in. We won't be able to get close to it.
We can squash their momentum. We can still squash it though. We can still
And
squash it.
yeah,
We
no,
we can get names now. We can get names.
yeah, definitely.
Right.
So that's my plan. Well, thanks, Blackson, for letting me up. I didn't want to throw you out from Colorado, but Colorado, y'all need to stand up and stand out and make it known because it isn't about Trump at this point. So, yeah. But thank you. Have a great day, Blackson.
Man, thank you, Kelly, man. Please come up more often. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the arena on your show. Thank you so much for that, sis. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I want to make sure that I can connect with this what'd you say, Roslyn Reviews?
Roslyn Reviews, yeah. Roslyn Reviews. Another channel you want to check out is what's it? You know what? I'm gonna just because there's so many channels. There's another brother in Texas. His name is hold on, let me before you go. Damn, what is his name? Shit.
I'm gonna try to get some interviews. I think I might reach out to I might have reached out to her once a long time ago, but Patricia Dickinson.
Okay.
She used to share some of my posts and she's got a big platform.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to I've done a couple interviews and I like it. So I mean, even you, if you give me an interview, I'd love to do that too.
Okay. I would love to. I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'm here for you, sis. Man, you my sister, man. I'm gonna support you all the way because I know what you're trying to do, man, and I know that, like you said, you got the experience, you put in the groundwork. So, like I said, is anything I can do for you, sis? Because, like I said, y'all, where you at is going to determine this whole thing. Now Georgia, we're set. We're Trump country. We kick Biden out here. Yeah, Biden. All them people that try to they gone. They had to get up out of Georgia. We're not playing that shit in Georgia. So it comes down to your region, Kelly. It comes down to y'all region because Biden and Georgia.
It's important.
They caught up out of here. This is Trump country.
Mm-hmm.
This is Trump country. So they tried to turn Georgia into a swing state. It's not happening. Again, a swing state meaning it can go either way.
I got your email. I went to your about section. You got it in there. So I hope that's the correct email.
Is it the arenaatl@gmail.com?
Yep.
That's it. Yes, please. Yeah. Please send me that. And I want to get your email too. And then that way I can send you, because I can't pull up the channels right now, but every time I got information, I want to send it to you. And that way you're armed. So anywhere you go, Chicago, Milwaukee, or wherever, you'll be armed with the information that nobody can refute. Like nobody can't refute it. You know what I'm saying? Because people will assume, she's a woman, so they're going to try to do some emotionalism shit. You hit them with the facts, they're not going to be able to, they're going to be like, they're going to be stuck.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
When I get you this information with this migration, like they have millions of people standing there at the border. I was like, oh my God, it was like a lot of people on the Texas side.
And that's just one side.
That's just one side. That's not, man, shit. Don't get me started on the damn migrants, Kevin.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what's gonna cost Biden the election. Like I said, Trump is gonna win. They're desperate. So after this is like Indictments is a phase. The Colorado's a phase. There's going to be another phase. Don't be discouraged. As long as we not discouraged,
Mm-mm.
we will be encouragement for rest people not be discouraged because that's all they're trying to do. They trying to
Right.
people, you know what I'm saying? And people, it's just like I said, man, people, they move funny. You know what I'm saying? People who say they're for Trump, man, they move funny. I peep how people move, man. And they not, like I said, I'm a man enough to say this, Kelly, that I do apologize to Santos saying he didn't stand up. He actually stood up.
No,
Still not getting
that's
votes.
shocking, but
It
I
is shocking.
still think he should stay his ass in Florida.
I
Uh.
agree. I think and Christie should need to stay at goddamn Krispy Kreme and
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And I know how you feel about Rick Swami. At the end of the day, all roads lead to Trump.
Yep. Yeah. So
All roads lead to Trump because it's the MAGA party.
facts.
If
And
you're
as
not
long
for
as
Trump,
we're
you're
sticking
the party.
together and sharing information and keeping each other informed, we're
Right.
good,
Okay.
So
Well, that's
yeah.
all I need. Says all I need is your support. I'm good.
Oh, absolutely,
I can come on
100%.
here all day. You can't, like I said yesterday, I was blindsided with the goddamn information. I regrouped today. You see, I'm back now. You see,
Yep.
I'm ready to goddamn fight. I'm
Yep.
not, that's what I like about Trump. He's a fighter too. So I don't like, you a fighter. Everybody here are fighters.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
so
For
bring it
sure.
on because I knew they were going to bring something, and here it is because they're not going to be able to convict Trump. So
Well,
they're letting you know we can't convict Trump on time. So let's take him off the ballot. They're letting you know that he's winning. He's winning in the polls. They're letting you know they can't find a fair fight with Trump.
I mean, Josh just said it yesterday in a different circumstance. Like, look, she's got enough rope, let her hang herself. And
That's right.
that's what they're doing. They got
Yep.
enough rope, they're going to hang themselves.
Right. And then all this thing with the whole Colorado thing just exposed Nikki Haley as being a fraudster. I already knew she was a fraud, but now
Yeah.
it's exposed.
So I guess some of them I just never paid attention to because they didn't seem like they were any kind of contender. If
Right.
I hear a simple little speech and you're trash, I don't give too much thought to it.
Right.
Unless I'm constantly hearing your name in a positive light, then I might come back around. Like, let me listen some more.
Right.
But other than that, I'm not wasting my time. They're so far down in the polls, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Blackson. Much
Thank you,
love.
Kelly.
I'll catch up with you later.
All right. Thank you, sis.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. All right. Shout out to Kelly. Man, this was a good show. It's 9:42, so we ended before the actual show was scheduled. So I'm proud of that. I'm sorry that I scheduled it for 10 o'clock, but came on early. Y'all know sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll schedule the show to give y'all time to get up. Josh, Twin and Deacon, they already know how I roll, man. So Josh, I do apologize that, what's these anti-shyster too. Shout out to you. Shout out to we got MD in the chat. We got Yesy in the chat. We got who else we got in the chat? Yeah. I'm gonna apply pressure. I'm just gonna apply pressure, man. Like I said, I'm back, y'all. I'm back, man. Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Snowman. Snowman's doing the show, but I think he's doing Snowman's doing the show. Shout out to Snowman. Like I said, I pick my battles when it comes to Snowman. So, Michelle, my first time here. Hey, Michelle, what's going on, sis? Hey, Michelle, if you basically, we were just telling the people of Colorado they need to stand up. So, appreciate you for being here, sis. Appreciate you all. Yes, thank you, twin. All right, with that being said, y'all save, subscribe, like, and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, subscribe because we got more stuff coming. Oh, we got more stuff coming. We got more coming, y'all. We got more coming. This is we just getting started. And like I said, they're going to once this like the indictments are passing, the whole Colorado thing is going to pass. They're going to come up with something else. They're going to come up with more stuff because they can't stop the Trump train. Okay. With that being said, man, I love y'all. Like I said, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all go to Kelly Ray's channel. Make sure y'all go to Snowman's channel because they are supporters of the arena. Shout out to them. With that being said, man, today is, I don't know why today feels like a Friday to me. It feels like a Friday because I'm off today, but I got to do physical therapy today. So I'm off today. And I'm glad to be doing a show from the house instead of from, and y'all notice I do 3 shows. I do one from the truck. I do one right here, and I do one in the bedroom. My computer in the bedroom, the camera's not the greatest in the world. So I'm glad, like I said, it's very important. Oh man, this is bullshit. 720p. 720p. I'm gonna have to get some new cameras, y'all. Because this thing is supposed to be at 1040. It's at 720. I apologize for the 720 show. But hey, with that being said, man, shout out. Oh, man. Thank you, Twin. Thank you, Twin, man. Thank you, Twin. With that being said, we are out, y'all. Peace.
The Arena of Saints.